everyone, I'm Ryan O'Connor. Welcome to Tech Vibe. And this week we talk to Tobi Van Zyl, who's the CEO of moneysmart.co.za. We also have a look at the Kaspersky antivirus for 2012. But as always, let's have a look at the news first. In your news, 8 to 7 Wednesday, it is offering a once-off data bundle consisting of 60 gigabytes of data for anytime use and 60 gigabytes for use between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. The bundle costs 1,800 Rand and is valid for 12 months. A revamp of the web began yesterday, allowing companies, organizations, and individuals who can come up with $185,000 to buy specific words that will replace .com, .net, and other usual suffixes on their website addresses. ICANN is now accepting applications for top-level domains such as .pepsi or .london rather than just the traditional .com or .net. Twitter tweeted a piece of its mind Wednesday shortly after Google announced the release of a new search feature that incorporates Google Plus's content. Twitter has taken off as a source for breaking news and trending topics, but the company believes Google's Search Plus Your World feature would make it more difficult for internet users to find their content. And that was your news. Now onto a man who's the CEO of moneysmart.co.za. His name is Tobi Van Zyl. Give us the moneysmart.co.za elevator pitch.
Well, MoneySmart is basically an online platform to manage your finances and your life. And we see it as a visual interpretation of your life in numbers. MoneySmart enables you to track your spending by uploading your bank statements, set budgets per particular category, and achieve your dreams.
Okay. Now, how come a free subscription as opposed to, a paid one?
All right, so we've had a couple of options to consider. Number one is no barrier to entry to manage your own financial life, since your bank charges you a fee to use majority of the services, and your educational institution basically taxes you for understanding money matters, but really you can't get through the middle of the month. The thing for us is that it is part of our long-term strategy to enable everyone just to understand how their spending is categorized and how they go about spending their money. And then from there on, help them to understand that if they put a parameter on something, there's a potential for a remaining amount to do something great like investing, saving for goals, or just achieve a better lifestyle.
Okay. It plans to expand because let's face it, there are some tech-savvy countries in Africa, like Kenya, etc., etc. What are the plans to expand into Africa?
Well, most of our local banks are being operationally active in the majority of the African continent. What is important for us is to enable that, as sound as our web strategy is, we also convert the same approach to web, because that's the major distribution model and access platform for the majority of the African continents. Global is also on our market or in our roadmap. Sure. A lot of education still needs to happen in Africa and in South Africa in general, and it's up to us as the new age generation entrepreneur to basically do that, since there are so very little financial services entrepreneurs out there.
Okay, Tobi, now you must get this question asked quite a bit, and we're going to ask it to you. The mobile app. We've seen this blow up in 2010 and 11. You've obviously been hounded. When are you coming out with a Mobi app? Are you going to come out with a Mobi app?
Well, yeah, most definitely. I mean, everybody just has to in order to float and survive. We've been working on a mobile app strategy. It's quite a complex process, and we try to simplify money and help people to get smarter with money. So we had to have a really smart strategy of how we're going to build our mobile app to make it fun and interactive and accessible. So we've been working for the last 2 months on building an Android version, which we will be releasing in the end of Feb, and thereafter the iPhone and all sorts of tablet devices.
Fantastic. Great year for moneysmart.co.za. Great 2012 to you and your company. On to this week's product. Kaspersky has an antivirus software program out for 2012. It's of course a brand new year and a brave new world out there as well. 365 days of opportunity for mischievous teenagers with acne and of course imaginary girlfriends to screw up your computer with a virus. The Kaspersky antivirus version 2012 runs on any Windows OS, from the ancient XP to the up-to-date 7. A particularly cool feature is the URL Threat Manager. Now, links to websites are marked with color-coded tags that show their danger levels and, of course, allow you to decide if you want to open or block an online resource. Kaspersky Antivirus 2012 delivers real-time protection from the latest malware and viruses. It works behind the scenes with intelligent scanning and, of course, small frequent updates, while proactively protecting you from known and emerging internet threats. Now, you wouldn't forget your underwear in the morning unless, of course, you're watching this in Durban. So don't forget, a reliable antivirus program this year. Available at pxsoftware.co.za. Click on the sponsors as well below as we wrap it up for this week. Until next week on Tech Vibe, from myself, Ryan O'Connor, take care. Thanks, Tobi. Onto the product this week. Now, let me tell you, there's so many viruses going around. You must be very careful where you go. Kaspersky, our wonderful Russian friends, have got this new antivirus. It's to die for! Literally! You get a virus, you die!
Kaspersky Hybrid Protection. The best of both worlds. Now available in Kaspersky Internet Security 2012 and Kaspersky Antivirus 2012.